What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button. Now I gotta go in, and I almost did this in Ego Valley, but I don't even know if Ego Valley is needed for this. It's just cut and dry. I'm gonna get to the point. And y'all appointed me to bring boxing justice. I told you, call me Ego Valley, or call me Frank Castle, the Punisher, because with new media, I speak that real. And this is a snapshot of, you guys are probably like, who the fuck is that, right? This is who Billy Joe Saunders is fighting next. First of all, in this top picture, he looks like Artur Beterbiev, Lucas Matisse with my haircut and beard. Like, who is this guy, right? Then he morphed into Wolverine. Hey, bub, Berserker Barrage, Berserker Barrage, Berserker Barrage, Joe Power, Berserker Barrage, Joe Power, hey, bub, Joe Power, drill power, ching ching, Berserker Barrage. Who is this guy, man? Like, really? Like, what belt is this that he's wearing right now? The Berserker Barrage belt. Hey, bub. Man, this is literally crazy. I understand the nature of tune-up fights. Usually, a lot of times people take tune-up fights after a difficult fight, after a KO loss, like Amir Khan. He just got knocked out by Canelo. I expect him to take a tune-up when he comes back in 2017. However, Billy Joe Saunders last fought, here I'll go to his box rep, he's undefeated, never been stopped, obviously undefeated. He last fought in December of 2015, hasn't fought one time this year in 2016, right? And you fought Andy Lee in a fight where it wasn't the most exciting, but you clearly won. You know what I mean? You didn't take much punishment. And that's one problem. A lot of these fighters and champions and guys who are youthful, they're fighting. He's only 27. Why are you fighting one time a year? I said this in a past video. You're not Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather, late in his career, there was a point where, like when he's fighting Miguel Cotto, he fought one time a year. But these young champions still got a lot to prove. You only have 23 bouts, right? 12 KOs, 23 bouts. And you should be fighting far more, unless you're injured or a legal situation like Mikey Garcia and Andre Ward had, then you should be fighting, period. And if you can't do that, then you need to talk to Frank Warren or whoever your team is, like, why are you not in there? And then what makes me mad about this is he did all these videos talking about Golovkin, and okay, Golovkin might be fighting Danny Jacobs, but you're a champion. Jacobs has a version of the belt that Triple G already has. So Triple G would probably rather unify with Billy Joe Saunders. Plus, I think Saunders has less power than Danny Jacobs. But instead of trying to negotiate that particular fight, after you call him out, call him Triple G spot and stuff like that, you're fighting Wolverine, Logan. Really? And do-do-do-do-do-do, and do-do-do-do-do. For those that remember that old school X-Men. Berserker Barrage. Like, I mean, this is ridiculous for champions. So Wolverine, I mean, Artur Akov, a.k.a. Vav, or whatever his name is, 16-1, only 7 knockouts, 41% knockout ratio. He's shorter than you. He's a southpaw. He's a middleweight, 28. He's older than you. I mean, just not a good look for the WBO. This is their official website. Tyson Fury, his is up in the air because he has that cocaine failed drug test. Then you have people like Alexander Usyk, who look very good, stepped up in less than 10 fights, or his 10th fight, and fought for a title and won impressively against Golovkin, and he looked good in that fight, right? You have Sergey Kovalev. Who's he fighting in November? Oh, wait. Oh, Andre SOG Ward, an undefeated fighter, right? Gilberto Ramirez. He fought Arthur Abram for the title and looked good in that fight, right? And the only reason he hasn't fought in a recent time is because he's injured, right? I seen him in Vegas at the Crawford Postal fight. He had a cast on his arm and everything. Then you have Billy Joe Saunders, who hasn't fought since December. It just turned October, so nearly a year ago. And then the one fight you do have for this year, you're fighting Wolverine, right? Then you have Saul Alvarez. I mean, obviously, he hasn't had that great of a 2016 year in terms of his level of opposition, but he at least still fought twice. You know what I mean? Liam Smith, a guy who is a champion. That's how he got the WBO belt in Amir Khan, for whatever it's worth. Then look at Jesse Vargas. Who is Jesse Vargas fighting? Oh yeah, that's right. In November, he's fighting Manny Pacquiao, a guy who's a legend, right? Terrence Crawford. Who did he just fight? Oh, that's right. He just fought Victor Postal, the guy that was considered the next best guy at 140, right? So you look at all these names. Terry Flanagan, I think he has a fight coming up. Vasyl Lomachenko, who is he fighting? WBO champion. Who's he fighting? Oh, that's right. Nicholas Axeman Walters in a great mega fight. Oscar Valdez, he's defending his title, I think, on the Pacquiao Vargas undercard, and he's a new champion. You know what I'm saying? So Donaire, who's he fighting? He's fighting Jesse Magdaleno. Oh yeah, an undefeated fighter. So I don't even have to go any further than that, because they're gonna get. Oh, and Nui. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these other WBO champions, and majority of them are doing what they're supposed to be doing in fighting good level opposition. And then you have Billy Joe Saunders, who said he wanted the Golovkin fight. I hope Golovkin and Jacobs happens. That's a big fight. And I don't know what's up with Billy Joe Saunders and his team. It's just not looking good from a standpoint. This guy is ranked number 11, I believe, with the WBO. It's just, this is a fight that doesn't make sense. There's guys like Curtis Stevens. I heard he's going to be on the Ward Kovalev fight, but you've been MIA for almost a year. So you could have fought one of these guys, a Curtis Stevens, a David Lemieux, before they got booked up, because they only got booked up in October or November in recent memory, right? You could have really pushed for a Canelo fight. You could have fought Gabe Rosado, but you turned that down. You could have fought Willie Monroe Jr., but you turned that down. You could have fought Curtis Stevens, but you turned that down. You could have fought Golovkin, but you said he'll beat your ass. And Eubanks in the same year. Eubank just got injured or something with tennis elbow, but before he got hurt, you could have been pushing for that rematch. There's enough decent names at middleweight where you don't have to fight Wolverine. I mean, that's just, to me, that's ridiculous. So let me know what you guys think of Billy Joe Saunders' next fight. I'm definitely probably not going to watch it, because it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather... What does it mean? What does it mean if he... Like, you're going to start calling him Magneto if he beats Wolverine? Like, it doesn't really mean anything. You know what I'm saying? And I got to be critical of a fight like this, because it's just something that doesn't need to happen. And there's a lot of people who are doing what's right in boxing. I just went through the WBO list. I would say everyone except for Tyson Fury, who tested positive, but mostly all the people that the WBO has as champion that are holding WBO belts, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? His 10th fight, he's fighting Usyk, fighting for a title. That's good shit. Kovalev, you're fighting Andre Ward. He said that's going to be his toughest test. I mean, I just went through it. These are all people representing the WBO belt. If I was the WBO imprint or sanctioning body, I'd be happy with most of these champions. But Billy Joe Saunders, I don't even see why they're sanctioning fights like this. Let me know what you guys think. Billy Joe Saunders doesn't look like he wants it with Golovkin. Doesn't look like he just wants to pick and choose certain levels of opposition, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Drop in the comment section, share the video, like the video as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.